Tell us a bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Jane Critchley and I live in Ramsey with my 2 children. I have done the parish walk a few times, but I've never done it in a team before. So this year I'm doing it in a team for the Department for Enterprise.
What is your parish walk experience so far?
So I've done the parish walk 3 times so far. The first time was in 2017, so I got to Derby that time. So the next time I started with the intention of finishing, which was in 2018, and I did actually finish that year. So I did it again the following year, which was 2019, and I did it just slightly faster. I think I was 21.5 hours. So this year I'm just hoping to finish it within the 24 hours, and I might be slightly slower with being a bit less fit from the lockdown.
Why are you doing it this year?
Well, the reason that I'm doing it this year is obviously for health and well-being and to keep fit, but also for the charity. So I've done it for different charities in the past. I did it for Beach Buddies first, and then it was for Crossroads for Carers, and this year I'm doing it for Lindsay's Fund, which is part of the Without Wings charity, which is for people with autoimmune arthritis conditions. So that's because a member of my support team is a relative of Lindsay's. Lindsay unfortunately passed away in 2020, and they've set up the Lindsay Fund in her memory and honour, because she was actually closely associated with the Without Wings charity and did quite a lot of work for them. And also she had a passion for well-being and giving people a chance in life, so that's what the charity is doing.
Tell us about your preparation and training for the walk.
So in terms of preparing for the parish walk, because I'm working full-time with 2 small children, it is quite difficult to get in long walks, so I tend to focus on doing short bursts. So I try to do half an hour a day or an hour if I can fit it in, sometimes going quite fast, sometimes not so fast. Try to do as many hills as I can. So I'm very fortunate that where I live in Ramsey is close to the hairpin, so I can easily go up there anytime I want to, and it only takes about 5 or 10 minutes. So that's mainly what I do.
What is your strategy or plan for the race itself?
Well, I've got quite established in how I do it now, because I've done it a few times. So I usually try to start off a bit faster than I can maintain, because that way you don't get trapped within people who are going a bit slower. So I like to be able to go at the natural pace I want to go at, which isn't always possible if you start slow. So I do tend to start faster than I can maintain, and then I slow down, and then after that I try to stay very consistent. So I always bear in mind that everybody's doing their own race and going to different places, so I think it's quite important to bear in mind what you're doing yourself and to just go at your own pace, really.
What advice do you have for others who are thinking of taking part in the parish?
Definitely train in the clothes that you're going to wear. Every item that you're wearing really should be something that you've worn before. I think nothing new on the day would be my advice. And also to enjoy it and take the time to look around at the scenery and at the nice environment as you're walking past, because I think that really helps.
What are you most looking forward to about the event?
Well, the part that I always really enjoy is actually going from Peel to Kirkmichael, and that's just because you've got the sea and it's really lovely, and you've got a nice water station on the way there, and it's an area where you've got lots of shade, so if it's been very sunny it can end up being quite shady. You also know you're most of the way there really by then. You've done a lot of it, and the biggest challenge for me is usually right close to the end when you get to Lonnon, and then you have to go up a steep hill to the church and then down again, and it's usually the coming down from that hill I find can hurt my knee because it's right at the end, so I'm always a bit aware of that point's usually the hardest, but by then you're nearly at the end anyway, so I just keep going.